Welcome to PHALL Memories podcast. I am Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, as most PHALL people know me. And my co-host is Philip, or Any, or NFL, as most PHALL people know him. And both of us are from Calbeck Avenue. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore how PHALL, a small community in the Kingston 20 area, surrounded by Joesland, just across Washington Boulevard, Marvalley, Trucks Garden, or Francis Land as I know it, Arlene Garden, Patrick City, just across the Sandy Gully, became the epicenter of football or soccer for some people in Jamaica in the early 1970s. PHALL was also home of some of the most legendary musicians and entertainers of that era. I was still going to PHALL Primary when every single Sunday a triple header was played at the original ball ground at the intersection of Calbeck Avenue, PHALL Drive, now Kennel Drive. One morning match and two evening match was played to a capacity crowd. These teams, Patosi Rovers, Carawina, Asphalt, Covey, El Furto, and Dreads was joined by Marvalley Uenden to play in the PHALL Corner League football tournament. And every baller in Jamaica at the time wanted to play in a PHALL Corner League to showcase them skills as the first officially organized Corner League football tournament in Jamaica. In this conversation, we hope to capture the memories of players, supporters, and any members of the PHALL community, male or female, who want to come and share their stories. Your feedback and support will be greatly appreciated on whatever social media platform you might be listening, and thanks in advance. Go. Well, today is Saturday, August 27, 2022. And welcome back to another conversation on PHALL Memories. Me, as usual, Jelly, our Prince, our Lance, as most PHALL people know me. And my co-host is Andre Taylor Danville, who's coming back to help me guest host again this week because my original host away on work duties, as I call it. So I appreciate Andre coming back. Our guest today is our first female on our PHALL Memories podcast. And she came to PHALL in 1961 when she was 1 year old. But without further ado, I'm going to make her come in and introduce and give her own story. So, Odette, Scott, introduce yourself. I know you used to live at Calbeck Avenue. Introduce yourself. And then, Andrea, you reintroduce yourself. Go ahead, Odette.
Okay, well, as I said, I came to PHALL in 1961. It was five girls and, no, at that time it was four girls and one boy. The youngest of the first five, she was born there in 1963. The middle sister, the biggest sister before me was Alwyn Scott. Everybody know her as Tammy. And then you had Vida Scott. My mom was Monica Scott. Everybody in PHALL were afraid of her. Because she would rant and rave.
Yeah, man.
We couldn't talk to nobody. I remember one time a friend of mine invited me to the movies. And she came in the evening and she came for me. And my mother it was a Saturday. My mother was washing clothes. And she said, no, she's not going. She said, go and take off your clothes. You're not going anywhere. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I would on my head, but everybody in PHALL knew my mother, so they weren't surprised.
Yeah, man. We're getting at that, Odette. We're getting at all of that. Andre, introduce yourself again, my brother.
Yes, Bertin. Andre Taylor Danville. Most people in PHALL used to refer to me as John. I'm the middle of three boys. My older brother Courtney, or Bunny as we call him, and the younger Audley was called Kirk. So we grew up on Pontrypant Avenue. I lived in PHALL from early 1962 until 1977 when I migrated after high school. So that is my story, and I want to say many thanks, Lance, for inviting me back to co-host, and especially on our landmark first female podcaster today. I'm excited about listening to the story from the female perspective.
Oh, definitely. We're getting at that. So Odette, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you decided to bite the bullet and come talk and tell a story.
Thank you, because I'm not really a talk. I don't like what do you say? I shy away from talking and things that I'm just shy.
No, I
I'm a
understand.
shy person.
Don't worry about that one. You're not gonna feel shy upon this. It's just a conversation, a round table talk. We just
Uh-huh.
a talk. Don't worry about it. So you come
Yep.
up from Call now. You said 1961, and you how old were you
Yeah.
at the time? Where originally
I
come
was
from? Which family?
um we were coming from Olop Road.
Woloop Road. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And
And I born 1960 at a private nursing home on Olop Road.
mm-hmm,
And my other sister, the one after me, she was born already. She born also somewhere down crossroads,
mm-hmm,
a private home. Cause my father was a machinist and he was working,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
he always worked as far as I know, as far as I could tell, could remember from the time we till he served with the English army too.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
thing there, the English army.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we came to Pembroke, and when we came, there was no fence around the properties.
That's an
And
empty
then
lot. That's not
yeah,
empty lot. That's yeah, yeah.
it's just a house sit down there, no fence, no gate.
Mm-hmm.
So my father got the fence built, and that was the where we couldn't pass.
Mm-hmm.
We
Fancy
could not
win.
pass there,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. And
We could look, see at the gate and look,
yeah,
but we
yeah, yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
pass.
And for the record of that, which part of Calvert Avenue you used to live? Because I used to live at
Fi-
66. What number?
50, 50,
50 Calvert. And
right in front of the gully right at Cove
so
Avenue,
right in front of
right
Covey
beside the
Avenue. Yes.
Walters. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, yeah, man. And you,
right beside the Walters, Norman and think the Walters.
up on the
What?
left.
There
Yes.
were some other Walters there as well.
There was the next one. I can't remember his name. I know Norman was the youngest one. What is better the name
Yeah, I know your
again?
talk. Nah, man, I know exactly what you talk about that. Yes, yes.
Yeah, and then Miss Johnson them live right beside the Walters
yeah,
with Noel and Marie and them sister John
yeah, yeah. And
live right there. And Miss Foster across
I was
the
just going
road.
to ask you about that. Miss Foster was living here at the time.
Yeah, she was across the road.
Right on the other side of Covey. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
on the other side of Kobe.
And the
Mm-hmm.
Morrisons were right there as well, right? Winnie.
Yeah, the Morrison's right down the bottom. Yes. Oh, the Morrison's right in front of us.
Yeah, well, I think that was right at Covey Corner there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then behind you there, what Patu say, where the triangle field was, Odette. Bobby
Uh-huh.
Culture used to live beside under there, sort of.
Yeah, Bobby Culture live beside we all these long years.
And what Bobby
Bob
Culture sister name again? Remind me her name again.
Donna,
Donna, yes,
Donna,
Donna,
yes.
yeah,
Marsha,
Donna Lane.
Donna and Marsha,
Yeah,
Donna and Marsha Lane.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that. Yes, 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 yes.
I think Donna used to spar with a girl named Marva. Is Marva she didn't name?
Yes,
I,
yes, she lives
I remember back in the day, I don't remember where Marva lived, but I know
them
they
in
were
New
a
York.
little ahead of me, but I
Them in
remember
New York.
them used to be sparring P,
Mm,
because Bobby Lane and my brother were classmates at primary, as well as Peter Nicholson. And I
mm-hmm.
think your
Okay.
sister Tammy and Judith
Mm-hmm.
Pasco were all
You
in Miss Thompson's class.
yeah.
So that was the last name, Andre Lane.
Yes, Lane,
Yeah,
Robert
Robert
Lane.
Lane.
Me never even know that. Me know say no
Robert,
culture and the
Bobby
name, but what everybody man.
Robert Bobby Lane.
After all
yeah,
these years, I
Bobby
never know.
Lane.
Say, Bobby, I'm last name.
Lane, yeah.
I'm soul rest in peace because I'm not here with us no more. So I have to be,
Yes, I know.
yeah, man, yeah, yeah,
Bad,
yeah.
bad
It's
PJ
just a
too.
pity how it
Yeah,
went.
I'm a virgin that to man, Bobby culture, yeah, man, yes, yes, yes. So Odette, you come in now. How much trying to come a Permacal originally now? You say you how much brother
It
and
was
sister
four
came
of
there?
us.
Yeah, and
It was four of us.
mm,
4 children. Penny, Tammy, me, and Wida.
mm-hmm,
Is the four, and then the parents is that's 6 of us. So it
mm-hmm,
was four of us come there first, And as I said, my other sister, she was born there, Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And afterward, we have they will get the two last ones.
Yeah. Afterwards, the two younger one.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that.
They born in 69 and 70.
Long after we, that's almost a generation.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. No man, I remember that. I remember them. My wife generation. That yes, I know
And
exactly.
you know, Lance, we always say that every household, they have the age group, you know, because I'm listening to Odette now, and while she was 60, I was early 61. But my brother, my younger brother, Kirk, was actually born in Pembroke in 63. So
Okay.
it's the same cycle, you know.
Mm.
It seemed like when you walk around Pembroke back that day, there was a lot of pregnant women.
Well, when I give the Permacal, Odette, I came after the gully bill. You talk about the gully wasn't there before because the rain.
No, the brother wasn't there.
You got to tell me about that though, because why I hear my mother tell me and my father tell me that the rain of Flora, Hurricane Flora, Storm Flora, I don't think I'm that name Storm at the time, but that's the name my mother remember. Came and washed 63, right, and wash where.
Yeah.
That's how we get our house because whole heap of people care about the money and go get the people.
Oh yes, when they did come through through Mar Valley.
Yeah, man,
and
right.
Come right through that passage right
Yeah,
there.
man, exactly. We walk over Francis Land, yes.
Down, they did tear down a whole heap of
2 hours there and wash it way. 2 hours were there and wash it.
Yeah, I remember.
And but what did that know?
Francis
Land, exactly. What that know that the water run from upper UN and come down.
The water run from right through UN and come right through Francis Land and take the house and everything. Wash away right
it
here.
Take, the gully run behind the back of my yard.
That's the gully
back
of your yard.
So what you say now, that little part that you go straight up from Colbeck into Francis, there were houses right
there.
There
were houses, there was houses there.
2 hours were there, man. I think 58 and 60 Colbeck Avenue. Yes.
Wash it away.
Yeah, man. 2 hours there now. Although I hear say I capture house there now. A man captured the land there and put a house, a big piece of property there now. But 2 hours there.
Them capture the land, damn.
Yeah, man. But that's a different story. Now I get into that.
With them everybody capturing land everywhere.
Yeah, man. A man put a piece of house there, man. Big property me here now. Although it can't be firm, but as I say,
right beside Mr. Lee.
Right. No, what him this build closer to the side Miss Jenkins them. Some a lady a Colbeck Avenue, right beside any house. Not any house.
Yeah, me know Miss Jenkins.
Yeah, right. Between Mr. Lee.
Miss Lee live right at the other house beside where it wash out.
Yeah, Miss Lee live on the Patosa side of the empty lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we got our lot. So when you came to Pembroke, you know have the memory of the flood there, or that you just know the gully came afterwards.
I just know that I saw the water coming through the thing, and I hear say my parents told me that a house was there and it washed down, but I saw the water coming down and the water was heavy.
Yeah, man, I only rain. That's how I end up with the house, man. So you come to Pembroke. What was Pembroke like when you come? Your memories of Pembroke in the early days of it. What was it like?
From I can remember, it's a place that you felt safe because all this crime and stuff didn't come to Pembroke then, and in the community it was you knew when it's a community go to kids, it was that way when I came to Pembroke. Because I couldn't go on the road. My Miss Bliss see me. That is Bobby Culture grandmother.
Oh yes,
I couldn't go on the road. Yes, Miss Bliss, Edwin Bliss and Tula Bliss.
Yeah, man, they call him. I remember Miss Bliss. Yes.
I couldn't go on the road and make them see me because they would give me a horse. And then guess what? Them tell mommy. And then mommy come and give me another horse. Give us another horse.
Yeah.
You don't go on the street.
Yeah.
So, because one time when I was in primary school, the first and only time I ever lunchtime I left with one of my friends after we had some rain, and I went to her house at follow her. She said go have lunch, and I went. And why did I do that? Somebody reported it. The teacher, because my mother knew all the teachers at the school.
And this is a Pembroke primary?
Yes, they reported that I came back to think they lunch. And since I live on the road, there's no way I should have come back late. and I never do that again ever. Till this day, I don't go to people's house.
So Odette, you went to primary from the first grade? Or,
Yes, cause I
oh,
was
you
with
went
Miss Besley. Went to Miss Besley prep school on the one Patosi.
Oh,
Remember Miss Besley school?
what part?
Um,
What section of Patosi was that?
near to Permacal Drive.
Near Miss
Miss
Gardner
Besley,
shop?
Miss Besley did have a like a little school for little kids them.
the
What's
basic
the
school them
name?
call that.
Yeah,
Odette.
basic
Yeah,
school.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never go Miss
that's
Beasley. I
where I
never know
went.
about that at all. Like, which part of Port was that there?
It was you know where the wheels them live.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
near the corner. Port
It's
was.
about two. Yeah, it's about two houses from them.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
Champagne,
yes. I think it's
I
where
think it's
Champagne
Champagne
them
them
was.
live. Yeah, yeah, that's them.
Joshua
It's
and
Champagne.
Bums.
Yes, Miss
Yeah,
Champagne. In
yeah.
mother, Bump's mother. We went to her basic school.
Oh, that you see me says it's over. Yes, because Joshua was my classmate in the fourth grade. Because I actually started Permacal Primary in the fourth grade. Because initially, as you know, there was no school
Right, there was no primary school in Pembrokeshire
No,
in the
no,
early days.
no school
in the
period.
early
That
days.
was basic school. Yes, yes.
Yeah, just a bit, just and I only know of Miss Champagne. We call her Miss
No,
Besley
no.
because
I'm gonna tell you about another one. Odette. There was another school up Clydesdale Avenue beside the Twist. Them a lady named Miss Mac. Where last name again? McLaren. Miss McLaren. They run a basic
oh,
school up by Clydesdale. That's the one I went to.
okay.
Our son and I went to primary together, but I went to a basic school there. Miss McLaren, and she have a son and a daughter. The daughter a little younger than right beside the twins them. Like
Okay,
Upper
okay.
Clydesdale. That's the one I went
Yeah,
to. That's the one I went to. That's the one I went. So I know what you're talking about. The basic school. That is a house school. Like she went on to go
yes.
teacher. She went to teach a Permacal primary afterwards. Miss
Oh, she
McLaren.
did.
Yeah man, yeah,
Miss
yeah, yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah man. She was the one who teach my first teacher basic school up there, basic school up by Clydesdale Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there were more than one basic school, but as I say, it depends on which part you know
And where we live,
and where you're
yes.
familiar
Yeah,
with, right?
because I hear people talk about a Miss Brown or something down by Carolina side. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be
If,
Eh,
like somebody who live on the side of no
who
Andrew have
live
come
on
tell.
that side, yeah.
yeah, we have to tell you
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. So Odette, what kind of road did that Permacal when you come there in the six?
It's just gravel.
No mall,
It
no
was
concrete,
gravel.
no
No, it
tar.
was gravel. It was gravel.
What do you
It
mean?
was gravel.
I just gravel
And
road, you
then
see? No
yeah,
official road. How you set
no,
it?
when I was growing up and at 10, the only thing I saw was gravel.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started slowly develop.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
gully come, them when the we see come and see the when we was at home and see the thing they digging out the gully, we were surprised because it was just as I said, Bobby Culture went in the gully one time and get him foot caught in a bad way. Because glass was in the gully.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when it was just the asphalt, not asphalt, the rocks
The
them.
rock no alone, right? That before them pave the gully and set it a
That's
certain way.
before them pave the gully and do carry it out to out of Pembrokeshire Drive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Carried out by the
But them,
field there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because I remember when I was living in Pembrokeshire one night, there used to be a raper man in the gully.
A what?
And them catch him, a raper
Raper,
man.
man.
A rip. I
Yeah,
like it.
from down over by Patrick City.
Yeah, and them catch
And
him.
him come naked through the gully. We don't want him brief. And him was used to rape people down there. And one night everybody make up, when the gang mentality, them
Yeah.
catch him. Oh Lord Jesus, them catch him. And they whooped his ass so bad. You see people throwing rock. I was surprised. I was crying. I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because
Well,
people were taking rocks and because he was just hurting ladies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
but
people
it
catch
was a
him.
deserve that him deserve, and
Yeah, him deserve that. But I as a child didn't know that. You understand? I didn't know that. It was just frightening to me. Them
yeah.
using some rock and throwing him head.
How
People
old were you at the time, Odette? If you
probably
remember.
about 15.
Okay, old
From
enough.
about 15,
Yeah,
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 old
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was afraid. I did never saw violent side that before.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
got you.
understand?
I got you. I got you.
And the police come and take the man and then turn them back and make the people them continue beating him till them say stop. Because it just because he was doing evil things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
And
yeah.
sir.
people
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
across the bridge from Patrick City, he would stay under that bridge and as them come from the bridge, him run out and him half naked and him oil him skin.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't hold him.
You couldn't hold
So
him.
hold on.
You
The
That
couldn't
bridge.
hold
that
him.
bridge was Kenil Bridge.
That
I
Yeah,
remember that
Kenil
bridge.
Bridge.
the bridge is the bill, but how early that bridge a bill? Because I talk about something. I talk that bridge. Why year that bridge a bill, Odette? If you remember.
And you know, remember?
I know that bridge from 72 in Hollands because I remember when I got a 10 speed and my brother decided to take my bicycle go Patrick City
Yeah.
and he was using the Kenil Bridge and there was a guy at either end waiting to rob the bicycle and
Yeah,
him
them
managed
used
to
to
escape.
Kenil Bridge usually do bad things. People at the Kenil and you used to be scared to go
Yeah,
over
so
that
it
bridge.
was there from at least 73. I don't know how far before that it was
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
built,
yeah, yeah. I get you. But so
you
by the
know.
time,
But
Odette,
it
yeah,
was
yeah. In the 70s it was there. I remember when I go Meadowbrook, I used to walk come down there sometime. Through,
right in front of Naphtali them.
yeah,
It
man, yeah.
was
Never Naphtali and Roundabout House. Yes, they come crack. Yeah,
Roundabout.
man, yeah, yeah. I know your talk, man. I know exactly your talk. Because sometimes when I started high school in 74, the bridge was there. You're right about that. That was one of the journey we take for come up there. So Odette, so let me ask you something because I see I had one brother and him well known in the Pembergal community, you know. How much older than you Penny was?
Penny born 56. When 4 year old than me.
So much bigger than you then. So when him come to Pembergal then he want truck badness long time.
Yeah. Him did have more freedom than us. Because the first time my mother let us wanted to go to a movie one time, and the first time she made us go to that movie, it was all 7 of us,
Yeah,
and we had to hold hands and go take the bus
yeah.
and go into the movie and buy a ticket, and we have to come back together. We had to leave together and we had to come back together. Later on, when it was just the girl that was going on, we could because we were used to always having somebody with us.
Yeah.
Anytime we went out anywhere, it was always the girls together.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
That
which
time
movie
Penny was older now and gone about in business.
Penny a big
Cause
man
the was
long
at
time. Yeah.
Calabar.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause the was at
Oh,
Calabar.
Penny went to Calabar.
Oh,
Yes.
Calabar, man.
I never even know that. I never even know that at all. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, him get scholarship to Calabar.
So you say I go movie or that which movie theater that you are going to them days?
Carib.
Yes.
Carib.
That's the movie
Carib.
theater I ever go to. Yes. Carib was the one you take your bus go across road.
Crossroads,
Yeah, you
man.
take the bus go crossroad.
And we
And
recognize
I tell you, say you have to hold. We all have to hold and like it you know what you'd call it. A train as a train.
yeah, all out
Yeah.
of one
All
another,
of
yeah.
yes.
I can see you with your ribbon and all them kind of things.
All them things. Yes, I'm telling you.
I remember
And
Carib, we identify Carib with a big crib near box on the top.
yeah, oh yes. The big crib near box on the
With the
front.
sea. With the
Yes,
sea.
with the sea.
And for the younger people, my little crib near was a cigarette brand at Jamaica at the time. I'm just to clear that, Andrew, because when I say I will answer that, I would name crib near, yes. And the brand
For
of,
real.
and the brand of cigarette, it's still big at Jamaica anyway, some years, so yeah.
I remember Roddy and Pamela
It's Roddy that.
that live on Patose
Roddy
Avenue 1.
Joseph?
Yes.
Yeah, man, yeah, Mudman.
Yes.
Yeah, man, nickname, I think I
And
the
Miss Carmen and
That's a Mabrook brother.
Roddy
I think I'm my
was
brother that. I think I'm my brother that, Andre. But we get
Yeah,
character.
him was that dread.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we know what
You should ride a up angle bicycle.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mudman was very much youth oriented too. Like if as a youth him would have stopped and him always tell me what me when my tribal sign is, like him see me and him say, and him a tell me say, boy, you want Benjamin. And him see my father one day and him say, boy, your father look like a Joseph. And him say, what month him born? I say February. Him say, see the man.
Yeah.
Him say Joseph.
Well, see, you realize though, you see, we call Roddy by him nickname, and Odette can't recognize nickname. I may ask her a question here. I suck my girls don't use at all, Odette, because it's a man now, our boys, nickname is a quite common thing for we, Remember,
I know.
nickname,
We and
Because
they
me don't know
don't
who's
use
Roddy.
nickname.
yeah.
We don't know who's Roddy,
No, go ahead.
When you say mud man, me say, oh.
Yeah, exactly. but Odette not recognize them, Mr. Mudman at all. So explain that to me, Odette. How come you don't know the people by the man and by them nickname?
Because all we know them is Roddy. That
Mm.
we all know them first name. We don't know
Yeah,
nickname. We know first name.
it's a cultural thing.
And I think, Lance, I think like when them guys when they introduce themselves to the ladies, them would use the
You're right.
proper thing.
You're right, you're right,
I'm
Andre.
not going to use the
Yeah,
nickname.
yeah, man. Him now introduce himself. I said, I am Mudman. Because I guess
Right.
Yes.
She gonna ask and I said, where you get other name the from, right?
Yeah, where mud man come from.
You're right. No, it's a cultural thing. I just pick up, I listen to Odette, I'm glad me have on a female, because a different perspective,
And the Blairs down by Potosi.
Yeah, man, with Prango and
With Altia
Melanie
and Altia, yes.
Melanie and the rest.
And there's an older sister, what's her name again? I forget.
Lana.
Yes. There's the three girls I remember, and then they have and Ricky.
Lana.
Ricky,
yeah,
Reds,
Ricky.
Reds, yeah.
You have Ricky, you have Danny, you have Earl. The biggest one was Earl.
is Prango, right?
I think
Yeah.
Prango, yes. Prango was the oldest one, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it was, and then you have Danny, and then you have Ricky.
May I ask you, yeah, go ahead, Odette, sorry.
And no, and there, I don't remember where the big sister fall.
No, I don't remember, right. But it was three girls of them. It was the bigger sisters.
Yeah, it was Melanie, Altia, Andrea. It's four girls at the big one. It was Melanie, Andrea, Altia, and what's name again? I see her the other day. Damn. M is a M word. Is a M name.
Yeah, somebody go tell you, man. Don't worry about that. Somebody go write and tell you on the channel and say, yeah. And correct it, because somebody go hear it. Just like how the man them hear Peter Tandel and Andre and correct it. But me ask you something though, because this come up. The man used to drive the truck while he beside the Blair there, Mr. Garrick.
Oh, Mr. Garrick, yes.
Him never have no children.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, I don't remember any children, Mr. Garrick.
I don't remember any children.
Right, that's what I asked. I don't remember the children either, Andrew, but I remember that man used to have the truck.
You know what I remember about them truck, Lance?
Yeah.
It was right next to Oliver Brown, right? I think who did live over there? Watchy or somebody.
Yeah, Watchy and himself. Watchy.
There was a little hump right there, so, and when Mr. Garrett come on and them truck lick the hump, while somehow the hood of that truck they never cure. It always just fly up in the air and
yeah,
you always wait to Mr. Garrett truck lick the bump,
That truck was a sample truck, man. You're right. So Odette, let me ask you something then now. Because you said Penny look older than you and Penny then up on the moon. Did you get a chance to go watch any football when Pembroke start play football? Like Corner League play or Major League. Did you get a chance to go watch any football match?
No, sir. Couldn't go street.
So when you hear the crowd I roar out of the field, I just listen. I'm not interested in the ball at all.
But go to the gate and look.
I hear you.
And they feel right in front of Miss Bliss. Them every week, them always usually out there. Every week. Sometimes 2 times a week. Yeah, the triangle right there, so.
Yeah, that's where we used to play.
Yeah, that's our ball ground, Andre. We used to play triangle. Walk from up the Kaza Cabin and play Wally ball, right? Yeah. So Odette, what other memories of Pembroke you have in the early days, in the 60s, before come to you, when you pass, and you're going to tell me whether you did pass common entrance, yes or no, because the dreaded common entrance, a man come on, and he come out tonight, Chris Baptiste, he never get to take the common entrance because I'm asthma. So, but tell me memories of Pembroke before you go to high school.
Before I went to high school, I know that when I went to primary school, my teacher was Miss. What was her name again? She was a young teacher and she was with a very older man.
Oh.
Um,
It's not Miss Russell.
yes, she same one. She same one.
She said we are dark glasses.
Yes, she same one. She same one. She was with a
Man,
very
the man
older
used to
man.
drive a Benz,
Older man.
man.
Yes. Every morning him drop her off at school.
So I want to know, say, our man. Hold on. I want to know, say, our
It's
man.
our man. Body language.
But,
Body
hey,
language. So, hold on.
Body
it's
language.
funny, boy.
Odette, hold on. You know, I that part. So at your age, you can look and know,
Yeah,
say.
you can look at, but yeah, something is going on. Cause we say, what is this lady? At first, I thought it was her dad, but oh, I see them going on. No, that's not. Daddy don't do that. Daddy don't do that. She was nice though. She was
Yes.
very nice.
You know what is funny with that lady, you know? When I was in the 5th grade, I was in Mrs. Scott's class, right?
You Miss Scott
Yeah,
teach
And
me. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Miss Scott was beside Miss Russell. Miss
yeah,
Russell was beside Miss Scott.
but the
Our
thing
class was
about it was
beside Miss
that
Scott.
Mrs. Scott went away for I I guess to go UE or Mike or for some additional
Training.
Training.
Yeah.
right? Because Miss
Mhm.
Briscoe did it when we were in the 4th grade too. But when Mrs. Scott was away, is Miss Russell came and took over the class for a
Mm.
couple of
Okay.
months. So I remember when you said she was with an older man, I remember this man used to drive a Benz and he would have
Yes,
come drop
him
her off
drop her
and pick her up
every
here in the evening.
morning. And every evening him without fail him is going to be there.
Yes, him there to pick her up.
Right?
I love one. Look.
Very attractive lady too. Remember her well, man.
But he says, I'm much.
Yes, she was a very nice looking lady and she was
Yes,
so
man.
she used to dress good. She
Proper.
used to
Very
always look well put
yeah,
together.
man, young and sprightly
Yeah,
woman,
yeah,
man.
exactly. Yes.
When all of the other teachers like Mrs. Briscoe was big woman, you know.
And the other yeah, Miss Biscoe and Miss Scott.
Yeah, I'm
My Miss
Were
Scott,
older,
yes.
yeah.
Mrs. Scott was younger than Mrs. Briscoe, but you know, this lady, Miss Ross, she must have been in
She,
her
you in her
early
20s.
20s.
Yes,
It's kind
when
of
she
stand
was
out because our age
20.
different. Yes. But you say, hold on, that. You said the man could have been our father, so you think about it
Of
originally?
course. Him could have been, because I say, is our daddy dropping out to school? But then now as I get older, I say,
Is our
no,
sugar
no, no,
daddy?
no.
Is that...
That was not that was not a biological daddy.
Boy, as a female, you don't know things early in her hearted. I would have never pick up that her hearted. Me, I said, sure, and my business, but woman different though.
I just used to say it's strange how such an older man dropping out to school, and at first I thought it was her daddy, but as I said, I think I just come up, you come to school before the class even over, and you sit down there and wait so long.
Yeah. All right. So tell me, what some of the other friends them you have now, Odette? I know you never used to, your mother not let you out of the yard and all. What some of the other people you remember Permacan in the early days?
You know the Prince M,
The Prince?
yeah,
Then,
right on Calbeck Avenue.
then I'm me that talk
You
about
know,
the
You
Prince.
right. What was your cousin? Is what it your cousin?
What?
There was that brown skin girl on Calbeck Avenue. It's me and she was supposed to go movies. I think I am not. It was the Prince. She was a little bit beside where Miss Palmer live. The house after Miss Palmer.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I know yet. I don't.
but,
It's a
but that
brown
would be
skin girl.
next to you. That would be next to you, Lance,
Yeah,
right?
but
Yeah, it was a
there are
brown
some
skin
people used to
girl.
live there, so some people named Kang they used to live there, and some other people, some live. Yes, but I can't quite remember them. They live beside.
Yeah, it's a brown
Different,
skin girl, and it's me and she was to go to the movies.
different
And
people live at the house.
yeah, different people come and do.
Yeah, cause sometimes.
Mrs. What her name again? She have cheese in front of Miss Palmer. She live on the other side.
Oh, Miss Lewis.
Yes, Miss Lewis.
Yeah, man, I'm a bona fide that man. She passed,
Yeah, she
passed
Miss
6
Lewis.
years ago. Miss Lewis. Yes.
And other, my classmate was Lance's older brother, Patrick Prince.
Oh, okay.
My
So
sister
when you
them. My sister them was much older than me, because them born 1954 and 1952. So when them come up from girl,
them was already up.
yeah man, them
older.
have high school,
Older.
right? I start high school already and all. My sister go Merle Grove. The older sister went to Merle Grove and then the younger one went to Meadowbrook. So by the time we start my school, Odette, my sister them out of school already. You follow me? I said yes. So it's a different. It's almost like a different age set of people that completely. I'm not familiar with them people at all. So me a little boy for my bigger sister them. Me put it that way there.
So it's really you and Patrick come up and
Yeah,
then
man.
the two girls were separate.
Exactly. So them nobody with them know me I got familiar with at all. I wouldn't be familiar with them at all because a different thing completely. Yeah. But I have some cousin come through the house sometime. That's some other one they've ordered, but it's not. I can't remember. You'd have to call them by them name.
I don't remember her name right now, but it was the Aunt Chada's daughter already here. But it was a brown skin girl, and me and her were going to the movies. Which movies?
Yeah.
But I just shut that down right away.
Cut that down right away.
So which when you take common entrance, Odette, which school you pass for come?
I didn't pass for common entrance. I went to Pembroke High School.
You went to Pembroke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the experience like? I got to Pembroke. What kind of friends you start make when you go to Pembroke? I don't know. Tell me some.
When I started to go Pembroke, I met bullies. I met people who some people go and some people just feel a way to set on you. Then you don't do them nothing, but them just want to bully you at every turn.
Bully. Okay.
Sometimes they don't like you; they just want to bully you. I met people like those. When I was in ice, and I did track and fields over by. From Pembroke Primary, I was doing. Remember Sharon Moffat? You know Sharon Moffat?
Yeah, man, I know that name. That man.
Yeah, man,
Yes.
her younger sister was in my class, Heather Moffat.
Sharon Moffat and me was in the same class.
So then you should know Ivorine then, Ivorine Mitchell.
Yeah, man, I know Ivorine.
Right. So okay.
Yeah, so tell us about them. Where you say you never like the Pembroke school, the high school.
When I went to Pembroke, the high school, the secondary school, high school, I used to do track and fields. It was good, but somebody told me that when you run too much, your calf them get tough, so I stop.
I hear that too.
Your calf get tough, so I stop.
Yeah, stop running this
Yeah,
car.
but runners' legs are
look like
legs
man.
now, you know. Runners' legs are attractive legs now. They've given the wrong information.
Well, guess what? At that time, you tell me say your calf going to look tough like man. I say, oh no.
Not at all. You want no.
No.
You just cut off that right away.
Yeah, and I used to Sharon, when I was going to school, Sharon Moffat was the only student who could outrun me.
Yeah, she went on to track scholarship.
Yeah, she went on to track scholarship, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that name. But let me ask you something. Yeah, go ahead, Andre. So when I get up something to say.
I was going to say to Odette that I saw a bunch of those girls. Ivorine had a party about, I don't know, 3 years ago, and Sharon Moffat was there. I think the girl name is it Paula Thomas and Elaine Mendes. Those girls, I think, were all in the same class at Pembroke Primary with Ivorine. So I thought you would have recognized some of those names.
No, I don't recognize those names.
But let me ask you something about it, and you might don't want to talk about this as well as you might. But to me, in the 1970s, Pembroke became the epicenter of Rastafari, in a sense, where the other team, full of Rasta, dreadlocks, dread as them call them. And your brother was a original.
Yeah, it was a dread, yes.
Right. So I want to know the perspective now from your household now. And him can come tell him story him still about. I don't know if Penny still alive, yes or no. But I want.
No, he died.
He died. I didn't. Well, you have to give me the story then.
He died in he was going to a game up by university, a football game, and he took one of those the cabs where they use as buses when you pack it,
Yeah.
pack it, and I'm going there and him crash it. And him was a passenger and they crash on the side of him.
How long ago
And
was this, Odette?
he died when 1986.
What long time did I didn't even know that?
Yeah, he died. Cause when he went to the hospital, Janice was his doctor. Janice
Wills,
Wills
yeah.
was his
Wills.
doctor. And when we reached here, she tell me say it don't look good, cause they minibus there.
Yeah.
When them people when them pull it up and it's going to crash, them don't crash the driver don't crash their side. Them crash
The other
this
side, yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
passenger side and him go through the window
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Oh,
him never even
wow.
lost the night. Him died.
I didn't even know that at all. God rest him soul. I did not know that Odette, that Penny not
Hmm
real. But so you have to tell him story then, because I wanna know what was it
He,
like when Penny decides say him a go turn Rastafari to your household, and what was it like to you?
my father was mad with the thing the ear,
Mm-hmm.
but he was grown, so
You couldn't stop him.
yeah. And you used to hear so many bad things about Rasta people.
Yeah.
You had a preconceived thing of it.
Notion.
But as I said to people, my brother was a dread. But some people they have the dread ear and them ears smell bad and stuff. Penny wash him ear every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Yo,
day Penny washed his ear
Mm-hmm.
and dried it. So him ear never mat up and do some people put in things in there to make it twist up. His ear was
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
naturally curly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
And you know what I noticed
and
about
I say the
Rasta?
only dread I've known that I have seen known that him ear don't smell.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause some of them ear smell.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing about the Rasta culture that I saw in Pembroke lands was they were very attentive to their teeth.
Yeah, the
Like
man.
them
Oh
always
yeah.
have the chew stick,
Always have a
right?
crow
And
stick, yeah.
Always,
and
always.
them and so them teeth was always in impeccable shape,
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
good
Mm-hmm.
form.
they
And
sure
many
was.
many of the original soul man them like Prango became Rasta. And I remember some of the earlier ladies was the same Judith Pasco,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right?
Judith Pascal became was a dread.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But Judith was nice. Judith and her sister was nice. And never, her brother never.
Mm-hmm.
never, yeah, never.
Mm-hmm. So how you felt Odette when you used to say your brother a blazer trail, because Rasta did just become a thing in a Jamaica, and Pembroke to me was a big Rasta epicenter. How you
Yeah,
felt? Tell me
I
how you
didn't know
feel.
I didn't know anything about what I just see him stop coming in here. And I said, why don't come in here? And me and brother was close. We were very close. Because we born the same month. Him born February 5 and me born February 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we born the same month. And so sometimes when I was there, we always play in at home in the days and stuff. And I just all I saw was that he stopped coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it started to lock. So I didn't know what to say, but it was as it. I just had to accept it.
Mm-hmm. So when you got
And
bigger
you're a
now,
sister Joseph.
Huh?
You're a sister Joseph. And Penny must tell you that. The February born. Or maybe Mudman. Mudman me have
ah, so when you became big now, when the two of you come big, Odette, you're not big people now, and you have Penny
Mhm.
a reason. How you feel when you talk to your brother
It,
before?
it was it was just always we had a very good camaraderie between us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we always used to play and play pranks on each other and so our relationship never as kids never changed within the family. Our relationship because as I said we just know that he stopped coming this day, but our relationship never changed. My dad was upset, but he was grown.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So the name him a Penny, that's his official name or him nickname?
No, no man, him nickname Orville.
Or Arvel, I didn't even know
Always
that.
Scott, yeah.
I did not even know that at all. I didn't
So
know.
your family favored the O,
Yeah, my
um
father was Owen. My
oh
sisters are Alwen, we Odette, we the Orlean, Osmin, Oria, Orville, and Orville.
All O's.
yeah,
All
all
O's.
O.
Yeah.
Cause my father is O with a when with a G, but he couldn't find enough names with G's to get us all be G's.
So but
He could
your mother get count out.
And that means I say your mother feel out of place. What was your mother first name, Odette?
eh?
What's your mother first?
Monica.
Say what?
Monica
Well,
Scott.
she have the O as the second one, so she might can pass Andre.
No, she named Monica Veronica.
Veronica. Oh,
Yeah, Monica Veronica
Veronica.
Scott.
Okay, I got you.
Daddy was Owen George Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, he couldn't get enough G names, unusual G names. So, cause
Mm-hmm.
my name Odette is a French.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Alwen Wida is French. Alwen is Welsh. Me no know Avili. Oria is Spanish, and Osmin is Spanish.
Wow, your father almost I run out that own name there.
Yeah, cause when he was traveling.
Yeah. Him get all of them names there in the match up.
Yes.
I didn't. Thanks you for pointing out, Andrea. I didn't have noticed that everybody's a oh, that's such a
Is
artist.
that over?
Everybody. So if I later come to Miss O.C. Scott, anybody can open it.
Yeah.
But any one of the six of us girls could open it.
Yeah.
O.C. Scott.
Yeah.
So we had to just we just open it and see who would go and pass it on.
Johnny Ringo would have love DJ about your family. Let me tell you about we start with O. Johnny Ringo used to love DJ about O.
All right, so Odette, at what age now you could have step out now and your mother couldn't hold you back no more now? Because at some point, when I have to flex on the most and I say, yeah, we're a big woman you know. At what age now you start flex yourself and I say, you know what?
18?
18, okay. So tell me them some of them experience now when you decide, say, you bust out now as we that say. You bust out now and you start flexing muscle now. Tell me some of them experience.
Let me see what experiences. I think I started. Oh, I went to thing their school downtown, Harvard downtown Duke Street, and I did what you call it, shorthand and typing and those things, and she had a old on us, even though we were big grown, you still had to obey stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because we grew up and where we couldn't just broke out, it just was ingrained in us. We didn't start to do anything outrageous when we were able to. Because you know, when something is inbred into you for so long,
Yeah, man, yeah.
you just adapt to it.
Yeah, behave a certain way. So what's some of the Pembrokeshire friend them you start having now? So just start flex your muscles and move on in Pembrokeshire on your own. Some of the Pembrokeshire people you remember.
Okay, see. You remember Howard Clark? Them him live on the
Yeah, man,
Pembrokeshire.
Pokey.
Yeah.
You see, she call you right name again.
I
Andrew.
think I was in class with Howard. Is Howard or his brother?
Maybe
Horace.
I think it's Howard I was in class with.
Yeah, you'd be with Howard, yes.
Yeah, I was in class with Howard.
Yeah, man. But you see how you call
Donovan?
Donovan
Clark.
That Howard brother?
Yeah.
Who is that? That is the big brother?
Yeah, the big brother.
Oh, yeah.
Lent, man.
The tall one you talk. Odette.
Yeah, the tall one, yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Because Horace was just ahead of
Pokey.
But you say again though, Lance. We just got to Pokey and she got to Howard.
Yeah. Exactly. No, Andrew, until I start have a conversation, I realize that woman don't use nickname at all, you know.
No, we don't use nickname. When you name, because when I was on, but I know read some of the name, I said, "Who is that?" Until them say it's this person. I said, "Oh, I know him as that. I don't know him as that nickname."
And I'm glad it come out there, Andrew, because trust me, that's why me all of my name them in Odette, because I know say all of my name them, I get all of them because people might know me as my nickname. I know what I tell me say now, the girls them not recognize the nickname at all. They won't.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
I didn't know that at all until I talked to you, so. Alright,
No.
so you say you know Howard Clark and me and Howard younger sister in a class together. What's your name again, Andrew?
Sharon.
Sharon
Yeah,
Clark, yes, yeah.
Clark.
Me and her in a primary school together.
Oh, okay.
From first farm to first grade to fifth grade. And we know Howard good, but we know him as Pokey though. That's all we know him as, Pokey. If I'm when you hear man attack and it's a Pokey, we know exactly what we attack. So tell me some of that name.
Okay.
Tell me some of that name where you know. And him have to tell me, Andrew, you know him get a nickname there?
I don't know how Pokey get that. I just know him as Pokey, you know. It's years after
when
me
I
know
hear
there's
everybody
Howard in
saying
name.
no Pokey, I say I don't know nobody named Pokey. Who
No.
they talking about?
Yeah, we forgot about a dictionary for the woman them here, Andre. That's all I realize. So Andre, you see why when I do the thing now, a man attack and I call man, I just say, just hold on, let's give the man proper name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
That's
if
what
you
he
don't give
always.
proper name, everybody don't
No,
remember.
man, I gonna recognize it, Odette. Me, I tell you, every man you call a man nickname, everybody, especially if a man have a nickname. And okay, I go
Yes.
through
Well, the
Purple
man them will recognize it, but the
Exactly.
woman them were looking. Who is that? I never hear of that person before.
All right, let me ask you about a nickname then. The man used to sell a fish on Alaska. We know him as Prince. Where you know him
Prince,
as?
yeah, Prince.
But that time nickname. Now that man.
But that time name me
Yeah.
never know. I think it's Prince him name.
No, Prince have nickname. Prince have nickname.
Yeah.
Him-
His name is Albert Reynolds.
him
Oh,
talk
never
about
know that. Because from I know him, it's just Prince.
exactly. That's how me know him too, right? And long afterward, me know say Albert Reynolds his name. And me and him a good friend. Up to today, me and him a good friend. He was on the podcast earlier, on number
Yeah.
2, and we explain how the name they go. I'm getting named Prince and Shelly
Yeah,
was
I listened to that.
and Shelly was
That's
on.
the man that sell the fish.
Yeah, man,
That's
same
who
one,
sell the
man. Yeah,
fish.
man, the pet fish. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. What talk about that, man? Yeah.
So Odette, you and Howard Clark were at Pembroke High School together.
Yeah.
So you should know Peter Allen as well. He was a track man too.
Peter
Peter
Allen.
Allen and Howard and myself played for Leeds and minor league in Pembroke. And Sally Miller used to use Peter Allen and me to lead the two line them, and the man them used to complain because we were track athletes. So we make them work. So the man them didn't want to be at the front of the line. You know what I mean? Never. When training come round, I remember Peter well from Pembroke School, you know.
But yeah, there you go again, Andre. You call a man by a nickname, Sally Miller. How that now? I know who that, you know. Let me give her Sally Miller right now because she not gonna know who. Maybe just I look for him right name and tell her because somebody
Keith Miller.
Keith Miller, Keith. When me just double check, yeah. Cause Roots to tell me him name. Roots. All right, so Odette, you know Roots?
Yeah, man. No Roots, of course.
But you know Roots by him name or just the Roots name?
Roots. Wilmot?
No, Wilmot.
No man, Lincoln Nathan.
Or
because going by Roots.
there's no exactly. Well, some name you gonna know because Roots name synonymous.
I know by Roots,
Yeah, man, yeah. Some of the nickname them is like a real name them for true anyway. Yes.
I would like to ask Roots, and maybe he will send you a message. Because when he and my brother were classmates, I knew him as Lincoln Nathan. That is how I was introduced to him initially.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor was a woman named first was Mrs. Mason. She married. She lived at 23 with her first husband. She and him divorced, and she married the man over 27. So she ended up living on both sides of me. And she was Mrs. Hilton, and I think she worked at Cable and Wireless and then Jam and Tel. So I think she and Ruth's father were co-worker.
Mm-hmm.
So one day Ruth's around my house and we start a little war. And I hear she bawl out, "Richard, is that you?" That's the first time I knew that he was a Richard. Yeah, because it's Lincoln Nathan I knew him as.
Yeah, Nathan Richards. I mean, yeah. But
Roots, when you hear this Roots, we could know how
the clarification in terms that your official name by your birth certificate and all letter name we know yours. And
yes.
Sally Miller name for the record is Keith Reed. But
Reed, I thought it was Miller.
no, Keith Reed. Roots of it, that's Miller, they weight name there. Are they nickname? And you have to explain that to me about the nickname and all them
Wow.
thing there.
So,
Yeah.
so him have a first and a last name as a nickname.
Exactly.
Sally Miller. You, that, I don't like hear the genesis of that.
Yeah. Me I love here. When we come on, I forgot to know that nickname there. And next man now, me I call a name now, and you might remember him by nickname, Odette, or maybe not. I don't know him real name. Me have to go find out from Bruce might tell me him real name. Stylistics. You know that name there?
Mikey Style. Yeah.
Odette, you know that name? What's she gone? I wonder if she drop. I'm not here, Andre. Odette?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, you might rip on
Oh,
you know the
I'm right here.
You know the nickname Stylistics?
I've heard it, but I don't know who it is.
Okay, all right. You know, I don't have to,
yes.
you didn't know Stylistics,
Style.
though. You didn't know Stylistics, though, Andre.
Yeah, man, the style of a brethren, man. Mikey Style. I know his. I don't know the last name. You remember you and I was saying we were talking about his cousin Dico as one of the coolest brethren.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I don't know Style last name.
No, him call me. I said that to him. Call me. Him send get the number from Mulan. Him call me and him love the
Who
podcast.
stylistic?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know him
Yeah,
last.
man. So maybe that's a nice man for bring on.
No, man. I definitely invite him, man. I tell him say man Dico for come on. So I'm gonna reach out to them in the week.
Dico, I would love find Dico after you just link him up, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the Blair big sister was Lorna.
Lorna Blair.
Lorna.
Yes.
One was Lorna.
Yeah.
Lorna Blair. So
Yeah.
it's Lorna, Andrea, Melania, Althea.
Yes. And the older brother was Prango.
Prango.
And then the younger brother was Reds, Ricky.
Red.
Ricky,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then the biggest one, what was Earl? Was the biggest one?
Wasn't that I thought Earl was Prango.
No,
Alright,
it's
yes.
Danny Prango.
Oh, I saw it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Earl Blair, Danny Blair, and Ricky
And
Blair.
Reds, Ricky.
Yeah.
Those are the three boys.
Yeah, 3 boys and 4 girls.
All right, Odette, tell me some of that name we remember Permagal, you know. Okay? You turn big man, I know you bust out, you know. You must know some other friends at Permagal. Tell me some of them.
Who I don't know. Who I know in Pembrokeshire. Pembrokeshire is so changed now.
No, me I talk from then, me not talk now. Me I talk back
Oh.
then.
You know, you remember Norman Walters and him brother?
Yeah, man, live right beside you, Calbeck
Beside
Avenue there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you remember the Smiths, where them they have Smith, the basic school? Marlon
Yes.
and Billy and everybody.
Almost in front of Miss Foster. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, I know
right,
that
yeah,
talk.
right.
Yeah.
I remember the lady where they lived beside Miss Foster. She died there. What is an old lady and an old light skin and an old man? They were there a long time. I don't remember their names.
Yeah.
And the other one live on side of Miss Foster. She had her husband work and died, and she was living there alone. It's a white lady,
Yeah.
and she was sort of demented
Yeah.
because she had so much cats who went into her house one time to help her clean it up, and it all smelled so bad because of cat feces. What's her name again? I remember Scarrow. She lived right near Scarrow. Remember Scarrow?
So we are give you a nickname then,
He
Yeah, yeah,
was
you
living
come with that nickname now.
Covey.
Eh?
He was living on Covey.
Scary the
One
little
little short guy.
When I said this Scary no come from car, but possibly say Miss live at Covey, yes. I don't remember.
Yeah, we live right at Covey beside Miss she's what's her name again? I can't remember her name. And then remember the where they lived on Covey Avenue. What's the name again? Jesus. It was 4 girls of them and 1 boy. Jeez.
I'm living on Covey.
Yes. Live on Covey Avenue about the just below what is it again?
Up at the top.
No, it's not far from the bottom. They live on a big house right down on the left hand side of Kobe.
I go up the road. Okay,
But
okay.
I can't remember the name, but they were living there a long time.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I remember the Copeland. They
Yes,
came later.
I remember the name then. I just can't picture the face of it. I know that. As I say,
They live right in front of me.
yeah,
The house right in front of me.
yeah. I know you talk. I know the name. Good, good. I know the name good. So remember Mr. Evans?
Yes, Mr. Evans take so much picture of us, it's a shame. Jesus. He was the resident photographer in
Yes.
Pembroke.
Yeah.
We have so many pictures from Mr. Evans.
Yeah, man.
Cause they always take us to take pictures.
Never would a picture from Mr. Evans, man. So hold on.
Only, and it's in black and white, and they were good quality black and white.
Yeah. He was a resident photographer, you say. So Mr. Evans remind
Yes.
you. Me say for the same thing.
Eh?
Mr. Evans remind you. When you look at Mr. Evans, you remember.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Ah! Andre,
You can't hide from that now, lad. You can't.
Alfred Hitchcock.
because some remember him today, look at Mr. Evans, Alfred Hitchcock, you remember?
Hitchcock.
Yes.
Definitely. Man.
Alfred Hitchcock.
I never want to get, I would never want to get Odette no preconceived thing for say me I said that.
No.
But that's why me ask that question, Andre.
He reminded me of Alfred Hitchcock. That's how him look.
That's exactly right, because so we used to call him Alfred Hitchcock,
Call
exactly.
him. I wouldn't even know that. But we always go down there and take picture. Always.
Yeah, man, all the way. You confirm something all the way look on and say Alfred Hitchcock that man. Mr. Evans, yeah.
Definitely Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, man, yeah.
What the lady that have the shop beside his name again?
Sis.
Sis,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man, that's my shop, man. That's the shop of music, and them they have two sons. I forget what them name so long ago. So long ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
sis did have children. Me never remember.
I don't know if it's children or a nephew, but two used to live over there. They used to come up from because a stout and a cinema. I forget one name, Richard. I don't remember them name. I don't even want to do that.
It's not. I know some youth who used to get involved with ball or anything.
No.
Okay.
So you necessarily know the man there, because ball that way define most man of Pembroke in terms of
Yeah, man. Exactly. Are you was in them class? You know?
yeah,
Either
in
your
class.
classmates or you play ball.
Right. So Odette, which one are you and your sister them? They say you and Penny the close. Which one are one of your sister them you're close with?
We got other sisters. We all live in Texas now.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're in Texas?
One, Alwyn, we live in Missouri City. Houston. The big one.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah. She lives in Miami. And
That's Tammy.
yes, and the rest of us live in Houston.
Okay.
So you can say every day we either thing the chatting on the phone or out together.
That's nice. That is nice.
So yeah, is what 4 of you in Houston?
Yes.
Plus
one in Miami.
So Tommy end up in Miami by herself.
She was in Houston, you know. But she could the kind of job but she was in, she never like Houston wasn't paying anything much.
Yeah, okay.
The nursing feature, CNA, and so she went to Miami. But when we just came here, when we migrated in 98, we went to Miami. But I didn't like Miami.
Oh, you were in Florida first?
Yeah, we migrated to Florida, and then my sister who filed for us with her, she was in Houston.
Okay.
And so we stayed in Miami for about 2 weeks, and then we come to Houston. I didn't like Miami.
So you never even spend any time? Just 2 weeks?
Yes. You know why I changed my mind about it? I was walking one day across a bridge from where she lived, going to the mall, and I see some white men in a jeep, and them was driving, and them slowed down when they met to me, and one of them in the jeep, but nigga go home. I turned and gone straight back home. No, that wasn't me. And he said Texas is a racist state, which it is. I've never had anybody refer to me as that already, yet. ever in Texas.
Yeah, Florida has its own issues when it
Yes.
comes to that.
Yeah, because especially the Cubans think of them white and them better than the
Yeah,
other
man. If
Caribbean
you go
people.
Miami now, then it's little Cuba or little
Yeah.
Havana.
So them
Them
is better
them try to
than
speak English to
everybody.
you.
You're
I,
right.
I know what you're talking about, Tommy. You come here at one place. When I came here, Andre, in 2000, I either live in New York, New Jersey, because that's where my sisters them live, and my have cousin.
Where in New Jersey were you, Lance?
Patterson. But I
Oh, so,
like Odette, 2 months.
and
And
what era was that when you came to Patterson?
that's what 2000, 2001, 2001, me and I Patterson. But guess what,
Oh,
man?
so that okay.
The cold becoming a mistake and coming at the winter, Andre. I mean, I say, me no want this. Me look out.
Baptism by fire.
No, yeah. When me look at the snow down here, me say me not really come here for that, you know. So, me and my wife and my children, we take the Amtrak and come straight to Orlando, man. One way.
One way.
Yeah, man. Me have a cousin live in Orlando at the time, and then me visit her before, the year before, and me kind of like the area. And me never know foreign good, but me just kind of like the area. And me say the weather alone was a deciding factor to me, man. Me couldn't. The cold air that kill me, man. Even though it get
In the
cold,
early days,
yeah.
that's where Tennyson Bryan and Jeffrey live, in
In
Patterson.
Patterson, no, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, when they migrated, I came to New York, they went to Jersey.
Yeah.
And it took a couple of years before we actually link up, but then once we link up, boy, it was like
The
a
link
every
was there,
week
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So Odette, tell me some of the Permacal memories that you remember, in terms of say, just any memory from Permacal you remember.
Any memory?
Yeah, man. From Permacal that time, man. Permacal memories. Just tell me some of the other sweet memory of Permacal, man.
Oh, I remember one time we were about 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
There was a party over Patrick City. Somebody we didn't know from Pembroke who was keeping it over there. And we went to the party, my three sisters and me.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the party, and Dwight Foster and Philip Foster was there.
I thought it's Foster, son.
Yeah, them was at the party, and them see us. And then when we left the party and was coming back home, we saw our mother with her father going over the bridge to find us. And they went and Dwight and Philip saw us at the party, and they went and their mommy asked for them. They said, "No, don't see them." And their mommy them come back home. Oh Lord! When Dwight them come back home 5:30, we were cleaning window. We had to clean the house from top to bottom, and you mean the place had to be shine. And we get the arsenal. Then we had to clean every window in the house. The place was shine. And I said, why don't you tell us you never see we? You should have said they were gone home.
So this was punishment for
going. We know that it was going to be bad. But they told her they didn't see us. And so that makes it worse.
Punishment got big greater for that.
Greater for that, yeah.
So hold on, you go party and never tell them to not go party?
Yes, we never tell them. Listen, there was just one thing in the house, so they can't go nowhere unless you tell them. My mother, you can't go anywhere unless you tell them. If you don't get permission from them, you can't go. So we were just sneaking out. We were just sneaking out that night.
So they just decided, so you want the two older sisters them decide to sneak out?
No, the two younger one.
Oh, I don't want the bad one them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
go over to the party. And we sure did get a open.
When you sneak out, so hold on. So when I sneak out and when I say, no, Kira mommy I say, no, I go to this party. That you say?
No, we said we'd sneak out and come back before she come home.
Oh, she was not home at the time. I got you.
She was not home at the time.
So
but
yeah, go ahead.
She just come over. She just come home earlier than we thought she would.
Okay.
So we got caught red-handed.
Yeah. So what time the party start?
The party was starting about 10 o'clock. It's about 10 o'clock we go over there.
In the night?
Yes.
Oh, mommy, I work late. I got you.
even though we walk over the Kennel Bridge, at that time when we went to that party, there was nothing going on at that bridge. People was mugging people at that bridge at that time.
It was safe at that time. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if at that time.
Yeah, I hear you.
But when we come home, when do I them come home and them see you and them start laugh. I say I hate your ass. You before you should have told her that you thought I'm gone home.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so because they tell her they didn't see us, she said we didn't go over to that party.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And so we get our pass for that.
Yeah. But I protect
So
them.
Odette,
Yeah, go
And I
ahead.
remember
Odette,
one time also we went to a party round by Potosi Avenue, beside Roddy House. That was beside Roddy House. I don't remember who was living that at that time. And we were dancing, and all we see is a flashlight and the people parting ways. And I hear, Odette, we there. And everybody part ways. I said, no matter come. And everybody part ways. And they said, time, go, come go, come go, come go. Time to go home, time to go home. People feel
but,
invite us anywhere.
but you know, Odette, as you mentioned, that's next door to Mabrook there. I remember a party right there. I don't know if it was Mabrook House or who did live next door. Do you remember who did live next door to Mabrook, Lance?
I don't remember whose house it was, but it was somebody we knew.
I don't remember
That's
now. I don't
the
remember Andre.
community.
I don't remember we used to live next
But
to my bro. Yeah.
but what I was curious though, Odette, because at some point in time, Pembroke was known for some legendary parties. So
Yeah.
was there ever a time now where you were legally allowed to go to these sessions now within the Pembroke community and you know get the blessings from your mother and you can
After a
was there
while,
any
after a while, I just didn't want to go again.
oh because you're tired of the flashlight
Right.
come search you
Tired of
out.
you come search me where I am. Tired of come search for me
You
where
turn
I am.
off.
Yes.
So hold on.
Lance, you remember there was you used to go some concerts, you will hear Peter, would you please meet your father by the gate?
Yeah.
The sound
Yeah,
that's the last thing you want to
yeah,
hear.
man, the embarrassing thing there. So worse, your mother
Correct.
and father come look for you. Boy, woman don't have it tough, no hard to do, I must say that. That now to the man at all. When you reach a certain age and you go on a
Yeah,
party.
you can't have your parents now come look for you, but
No,
they come look for the
no.
girls. They come and look for the girls.
Yes, 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 yes. I don't want to bust out just like the boy, but you can't leave the yard at all. So.
But the thing with the boy them is that them sometimes so you're going to get some serious punishment when you reach over
Yeah,
there,
but
but
you know business, doing
you're
all day.
willing to face the
Yeah,
fire,
man, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know business at all with it. You know business at all. So give me some other memories, Odette, about Pembroke and where you remember. Anything.
What is it?
Give me some more memories of Pembroke you remember.
Remember,
You did eh?
yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to remember something.
Let me jog your memory with something, Odette, because you mentioned before that your punishment was cleaning. But my mother used to do a thing, on a Friday. She never have any girl children, right? Just three boys.
Yeah.
But you have to clean in the summer, you have to clean the house on Friday. And now cleaning the house was a major undertaking.
A
You have to
very
move,
major
you have to
thing.
move out the couch and them thing up on the
Yes.
veranda.
And
Right?
the thing that have a shine so you can see your face tonight.
Yeah, man, you have to sweep first, and then you have to wet mop, and then
And then
we
you
to get
polish.
a hooper polisher, right? So you put on your polish and you run the polisher, and then you have to move back in the sectional now, go back in the living room, clear off the veranda, and then do the same thing. So that was a Friday routine. And my mother, but we always wait till about 4 o'clock for start. So when my mother come home in the midnight and she vex, you understand? Instead of starting from about 10 in the morning. So one day we do that and it was such a peaceful. When my mother come
Yeah.
home and she was very pleasant. So that was to me, that was a routine that I guess it's a Pembroke memory. You pass every house, you hear the polisher run, and you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, with our place, we had a veranda, and it was done in red,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the brush and the
Yeah,
polish,
man, me remember
and
that
that
terrazzo time there.
that veranda had to be shine.
Hold on. I just thought about that. You remember the brush, the coconut brush we have to use and go on
Coconut
me?
brush,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes,
coconut
yes.
brush,
I shine the brown veranda on it. I remember we had tag. Yes.
yes.
Remember that
And
terrazzo? What that red
when
thing
she
that was,
always used
man?
to watch Saturday, and on Saturday, and when she's washing, all the girls have to be out there with her. And I want to tell you that, and she wash and you rinse, and you better make sure rinse and them don't smell. When right, or else you gonna get out of it. And when I tell you, say my mother couldn't make a washing brush take can. If you not pay attention, make a washing brush take can. Cause she show you wash the white them different from the color, and you can't mix them together. And now, if you're not paying attention,
And
pop. I watch
But
on the
but
corner. I don't know if she made them take them corner. I really didn't. But all of us, she washing and we stand up at the pipe and rinsing. And
I
rinse it
Odette, you
out
remember you
4 times.
remember you remember the bleach? In other words, you used to have a little table with a
Yes,
zinc on top of it,
yes.
and
And
the
then she
white
put the
clothes
white.
go up on that.
Yes.
And you have to keep that wet, You can't make it
Uh,
the sun dry it out, If not, it's a arse,
and the
So
blue
you have to spray.
and the blue soap.
Yeah, man, the blue.
yeah, you get that blue soap. You have to wash your white clothes with blue soap.
Yes, I mean. But hold on, Odette. When I talk about something, then I have to make the record straight, The young people are listening to that say they want the washing machine and dryer. No.
Oh, what you say,
No,
man?
that not exist at all for we. No.
Put it on the hanger outside. The like clothes and outside.
Yeah, man. And if rain fall, you can't dog. You have to take up you have to run go
You
take
have
up
to
the coat.
pick them and bring them in and then carry them
Yeah,
back out.
exactly. You have to run go take up the
And
clothes.
you have to have a line stick, Because
Yeah.
when you start, the line of weight down there, so you have to push up the stick.
Yes,
Yeah, yes,
right,
yes,
right.
yes, Andre. You have to have the line stick.
You have
Exactly.
to have the put the clothes out.
I remember that Andre the line stick. I just said that to her. Yes, yes, yes.
The line stick might double for pick breadfruit
Yeah,
more
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
This used to have a mango tree right at this corner of the house beside between our lot.
Yeah.
And up in that mango tree and I sit down. Ooh, I eat mango till I full.
You must be sitting
But
up a
it-
nice
it's a
jewel mango
black
tree.
mango, yeah, the blacky mango tree and the mango them sweet.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So I just when the mango, cause when it start to ripe,
yeah.
it's a right. It produce a lot and just drop over the corner. So now I said, well, on the one on the ground, I'm going to go up in that tree and eat my full and
Fresh mango.
yeah. Remember one time I went to, my brother went to, what you call it, thing the bush with him friend. Them go catch bird bush.
Bird
Over
bush.
Francis?
Yes,
Yeah, man, yeah, over Francis land there, yeah.
I
yes.
shoot brown dove, ground dove, and all them things.
Barbel love and all them things, yeah.
And then bring it to home and cook it and eat it. One time I went.
Lance, remember they got them. We shoot some bird and they got but never cook. But the man them even take off the feather, but never cook. You ever hear people cook bird with feather?
No. Why not? Say the bird of the feather, Andre, mess.
Yeah, but when we never party, we have to remind Diego about that.
Yeah.
And then we used to go tambourine bush over Francis land too.
Oh yes, I will, but I'm over there.
Very fertile.
I remember.
Francis, very fertile.
Yes.
Holy tambourine bush over there. That used to love to go with them to the tambourine bush because you can get some very sweet tambourine.
Francis was a very good resource, for all kind of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
You used to have a man, used to have some cow, them call him Butty, right? But him did have a shack, make out a sea bamboo. So myself and my virgin donks used to just go raid when we want to make a BG, you know. You
Mm-hmm.
just go over and you hook off a bamboo and drop it and run. And
Mm-hmm.
come back about an hour later and look. If it's still there, you just pick it up and come across, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you
Mm-hmm.
know, one bamboo can give several kites.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So from you start walk across with a bamboo, a man start make him dibs and say, boy, I want a piece. And, you know.
Mm-hmm. 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 So Odette, you say so anybody still live at the house at Permagal? Or nobody, none of your family that there no more?
We went out, you know. I'm looking to sell it now.
Oh, you rent
Cause
it?
because one time somebody did want to occupy the place, and we had to go get them out.
You mean a capture? Use the right word, Odette. I want to
Uh,
occupy like a who are
Capture.
thing. Capture the man. Yeah.
Yes, so we had to we had to go rent is a policeman and girlfriend. But they, you know, the art for pay. Shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
So
it's not
went
a,
to went to look to sell it.
yeah, it's not an easy thing for rent out and live a foreigner. That is not
Yeah.
necessary.
No, no.
Not a easy, not a easy thing at all. Yeah.
None of us children, some of them don't even know about permaculture.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me hear about it and when them hear you talk about this, and I wonder what you talk about. But them not say.
They may not come back to permaculture to live. They in Houston, him not coming back to permaculture. Him come to Jamaica, but him don't come permaculture. He just pass.
Him don't know permacal at all. Him don't know
No,
permacal at all.
go up there, you know.
No, I'm saying him
Cause
don't know it. Him don't know it. Him don't know it like how we talk about it and love it.
right.
So may I ask you that question? May I ask you that question? Because it's a good point I bring up. This is a good point you're bringing up here now in terms of say. In your mind, why you remember Permacal so much? Because you reach out to me and you love the memories of Permacal. What make
Because it was the only place I grew up. Where I was born, I don't know it. But Permacal is the only place I grew up and knew consciously and had experiences there that you can't erase from your memory.
yes, it sounds like you had good experiences at Permacal and that's because
Yeah,
people
but reached Permacal. We reached Permacal in the days when Permacal was Permacal.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, good families living there, and you didn't have the marvel element and the other elements, um criminal elements coming in. You know when I was in Permacal one time we had a storm and you remember you didn't hear where they did kill a gentleman down by the thermoplastic factory.
Yeah.
I went down there the morning after the storm because I hear saying dead. And I go look at them body
Yeah, yeah.
and the man on the back of the place him dead as hell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
First body I ever see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I tell from that time it just
Feel like Permacal change.
changed, yes, start to change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we never have any teeth in our everything. I mean, they sheltered us and we could go out, but you can't go out somewhere. One time we were outside in our yard and we were with my mother had bought us some hula hoop and we make a mistake and go past the gate
Yeah.
on the sidewalk go do hula hoop. Oh, would you know that somebody tell her about tell we go outside go hula hoop? She come and she take hula hoop and she cut them up and she give us a house with them.
Can you pass the gate?
Cause you pass the gate.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
the one thing is don't pass the gate. That's why I put up a gate. Don't pass the gate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was just memorable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
From
that's a commonality that
as a
most of
child,
us share.
very nice.
Go ahead, Odette.
As a child growing up in Pembroke, it was very nice. My teenage experience in Pembroke was still very nice.
Yeah.
When I got a little older, it started getting the marvel element that coming in bad. Cause you see the Miss Besley um Bumps mother
Yeah.
Bumps is
Yes.
him have a terrible reputation as a
Well,
con man, gunman, whatever. I
Well,
don't
that is that other side of
Potosi Avenue, bumps. Yeah.
no
You
no no.
bump?
But what I'm saying that is the other story that is a what you refer to it, Lance, when we talk about that. We says what is a not a half the year. Is
Oh
a
yeah, yeah. So I mean, there's a behind it's a behind the paid wall podcast that
behind the
conversation.
paid wall. Yeah, behind the
Oh,
paid
So
wall.
when them conversation the audit is like we have to put it behind the paid wall and I'm gonna have to pay for it because enough
Yeah,
stories we can tell, but we can't talk it like how we are
yeah,
talking now. Yes, yes, yes.
but you can't talk right.
No, no, enough stories we can talk about, man. But some of them we have to go have a paid behind the paid wall a conversation. One man have to pay and we put some money together for revive back Pembroke a certain way where it was before.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
yeah.
and the idea of roots is a good idea for build it up in a certain way for start with the football because I know you're a female Odette and it's like sports don't mean as much to you as to men.
Right.
But trust me,
I used
yeah,
to
go ahead.
watch football on fire, but it didn't really interest me.
No, we
It
understand.
was like affected my brother because he was very into football.
We say, but understand that's why I'm glad I have you on because a woman don't quite understand the power of sports, you know. It look like it's a common thing, you know, Angie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't underestimate the power of sport because this is what sports, you know. Sports keep your man out of trouble, you know.
Yes.
You might tell you, I watch a football game, I watch a cricket game. I mean, I watch a team, I follow a team, I'm not getting in trouble, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
really, true. That's true.
may I tell
And
you
just
that?
sports.
Yeah, man. If
Especially for young children or
worse, right? Forget about big man, you know. Especially for youngsters now. Well,
yeah,
look,
man. You have an organized league and they have every week they have responsibilities
yeah,
to the
man, yeah, man,
team.
yeah, man, yeah.
And so therefore you can't afford to mess up because you're going to disappoint people. You know, the accountability becomes a major issue. And I think it will eliminate some of the waywardness, you know?
You see,
That
yeah, go ahead, Andre. They say, look on it, you know. Look on it is what sports can do and football in particular, Pembroke, because Pembroke was the epicenter of football, Odette, in the 1960s. You're not aware of that, man. I listen to you because you never get forgotten and you're a girl. Your brother would have been, he would have understand this conversation. But what football do and can do, you know, football is almost like I keep youth them out of trouble, you know.
Yes, I realize that.
Yeah, man. They create an environment where it's like, it becomes, the man I look forward to something. Football are the gang then, are the competition for the gang, you know. And the distraction, you know. And
can I say something, Lance?
yeah, go ahead, Andre.
We have to elevate a man like Ralston Briscoe
Yeah, man, yeah,
again
that's
to
no one get him on,
another
man.
level.
Yeah.
And here's why. Here's why I said this, to another level. Just imagine how many youth were in Pembroke from the 60s through the 70s, right? There's a vast amount of youth. Can you imagine if we didn't have the outlet of football, say the carnally? Because the devil finds work for idle hands, you know.
Mhm.
And that would be a vast amount of youth with nothing to do that, you know. Again, behind the paid wall, that is how Trevor Monroe and such people came into Pembroke
Yeah, man,
and
and infiltrate, yes.
and influence a lot of youth. Right?
Yeah.
Some of my personal brethren them, right?
Yeah.
And so the football was a galvanizing force to keep youths focused and out of trouble. And you know, Raleigh Briscoe, brethren, you
Yeah,
know,
man, me I love,
big up.
me I
Big
look
up
for,
Raleigh.
me I look for a better conversation because I like know what was in his mind for him start the Corner League. What was on his mind? This is what I said, what vision he had for Pembroke because it in a sense, you know, the sports and the football in particular is a massive thing. It keep whole heap of people out of trouble, man. And
Yes, man.
yeah, but I understand where you come from because as I said, woman look on it completely different than man, you know. Completely different than man.
Odette's house had what? 7 children, Odette?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But it's one boy and 6 girls.
One boy.
That was kind of different than most of the other households.
I see now that you put it that way, Andre, as something oversight up to this point. I'm glad you have Odette on, you know. Because I think about it, you know. When Corner League football happened in the 60s and 70s in Jamaica, there was no female footballer, you know.
No, sir, that never exists.
And now you have FIFA World Cup of football, which just as competitive and just as entertaining as the male. So in a
But you never even have women drivers. It was a novelty to see a
right,
woman
right, right,
driving.
right, 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 right. So
You know what I mean?
no, the point I make is, is like in the vision where we say we can't make Permacal become the epicenter as a football academy. It's not boys alone. Think about it,
No, man, it's girls as well,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right.
Because the reggae girls are representing well now,
Yeah, exactly,
Lance.
exactly, exactly. That's the move aside from my part, Andrew. I never not think about that at all, but that's side good for have a female perspective. Because,
Yes,
yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. You understand me? I say, oh, that if you understand, if you know, say, your girls can't participate in a sport, you're going to make them feel good. And a mix, it's such, it would be so different. Think about it, if in the 60s, if your mother had a football team where girls could have go, it would have better have phone, She couldn't have tell the boy, nobody go do that, You
Well,
follow me? I
that
said to you. So
should have probably sent us to that thing there.
exactly the point.
Because it was supervised activity, It wasn't just you on your own.
No, right. It was organized and supervised a certain way, Andre. Exactly.
And now with this program that Roots as a brainchild, it will elevate and give maybe higher educational
Yes, it's
opportunities.
not about the sports alone, right? Exactly right,
No, when
Andre.
people develop, you could earn scholarships and all these things because of the sports, and it increases self-esteem and moral value.
Yeah. Exactly. So every opportunity to get to talk about it the way they are, Odette. So I the vision we have in terms of say, oh, you have to revise back permacar to a certain way, and I think sports can do it, and it's not about us. It's not about us football alone or money alone. It's a whole complete thing. It's a total development of the youth that we look on. But trust me, the sports is a galvanizing force here, Odette. We as
Yeah,
men understand that. Women
yeah.
not quite understand it because they look on it from the outside. But men who participate in it, like Andre and myself and Rhodes, know the power of sports, man. Know the power of sports and know what it can do for your community and for your country. So hopefully we can inspire people to take on what the challenge we have put out there and I say, yeah man. We want to build back Permacal to a certain and we have the two school there instead of make the gang take over and run Permacal. Run it to the ground. I don't want to see that.
All right, to the ground.
Yeah.
We don't want to that.
Oh no.
Don't want to see
But
it.
just before I left migrated, I remember one night I come home from work and I lay down in my settee and I put my handbag over the chair. And somewhere in the middle of the night, somebody take a hanger or a stick and grab my handbag and it just get bonus from my workplace. Cause it was in December. And then grab I'm see when I wake up is the handbag and the window side empty.
Wow. Them fish it out to the window
Em- Yeah.
and read it.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Well, that's
So,
what I talk about. That's what try to avoid them environment and culture. It's like you want to stop Permacal in a way. Well, the point is, other if Permacal revive back a certain way, you know, want to sell your house, Because it have more value because it become a vibrant community as it was in the 60s. You see what I said to you?
Yeah.
yeah, but which is so as you come in more latter part in Jamaica now. People know that you're coming from abroad and you're coming home. The first thing them want is hold you up.
No, man, I
If
understand. We know.
I don't even tell. At least I don't have no family in Pemcard to tell. When I'm going to to Jamaica, I don't tell nobody
Yeah.
because they don't hear from for years. As the years that you're coming, at least come. I want new brand stuff. Don't bring half brand stuff. Come to them because them not taking it. Oh, yeah, bring that before. That. No, man. I don't tell nobody that I come. One time I reached at the airport coming back one time for a funeral. I reached at the airport, and you know what they? The first time I came back to Jamaica after I left, I got robbed right at my gate. A man, somebody follow me. I never know somebody was following me. And as I parked the car and come out of the car, it had a kill switch, and that I didn't put it on that night. And it's a good thing I didn't. As I come out, as a young boy, come out of the car with a gun, and him said, "Give me all you have, bitch. Give me all you have. I want the car." And I was so frightened. I I scream and run down to Patos Condo down on Miss Bliss. And my purse did drop. And then thief my green card. And them take the car. And when we take, how long it take me to get a police report to carry go to the embassy to get back my green card.
Yeah.
About a month or two. And all because why? The policeman asked me if I don't want to go on a date with him. I not going on a date with you, I want to go home. But every time I go to the police station, he have a different story. Come have lunch with him, come have dinner. I said, no. After I reach back, them tell me say I could have gone to the embassy and paid $50 and come back in. And
Without the green card, yeah. Without the police report, yeah.
yeah, but I every day I say, then why does it have to take so long for me to get a police report? You call, you came there, you say what happened. Why taking so long?
Yeah.
I don't in mind. Him was a professional.
Yeah. No, it's a sad thing, Odette. And you see, this is what we try to change in terms of what we talk about permaculture a certain way. Because we want the culture to change. And it only can start with one community at a time, one person mind at a time, and I say, we don't have to live the way we live. As some I look on it, don't have to be living that way. But
Right.
it just take an idea for say, we're going to try to revive it a certain way, and we start with the sports.
Come when you come back. Because I'm not airport. Back them, you know, give me a change. I tell a change for what? I know about what you want to change for.
Yeah, no.
Honey.
I understand. All of them experience what you're talking about. All of them who don't work home for a while, they come and experience that, man. So we understand what you say. But as I say, I don't want to focus too much on that because we are trying to change our culture there. And it only can change. Only can change one person at a time. One community at a time. And if we can go ahead.
That incident with the car is my daughter's father did go in the car for me. And the person who went him find out that is the person who rent the car from who used to cover his fleet of cars at his company, him hire them.
Mm-hmm.
So him get the car back, him get money from the insurance, and him get money from my daughter's father.
No, man, I fully understand. All that. The frustration of going back to Jamaica, but
Yep.
as I say, that's the culture we want here. I can't stop repeating that because we can't live the way we live and think say it's going to work. But if we can try to change the culture one person at a time, one community at a time.
If we can do that, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, man, but it just going to take a vision, Odette. It just going to take a vision. If we say, I'm going to try this. If it work, so if it not work, we know so we try. So I look on it, you know. But we can't say we're not going to try at all. That's my vision for it. We can't say we're not going to try. And Roots have a nice vision, remember, say, revive back from God. I'm going to talk to Raleigh Briscoe, they say, Andre, because Raleigh Briscoe is a key. Because him start the whole thing. Him start the whole thing in terms of, say, him was a foundation for the Corner League and all that thing there. But anyway, Odette, always saying not talk plenty. Go ahead, Andre, it's only I get up something to say.
No, I was just, I saw something sent to me just now from one of our regarding one of our original Pembroke brethren, Richie Sample.
Yes, and that, yeah.
That.
Okay, Richie, what's that, Odette?
What is right name?
Richard Lawrence. He live on Aqualita Vale,
Yeah,
and his brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember his brother's right name, but we call him Punkin on it. But Richard had a number of strokes. I don't know if you know, Lance.
No, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, so I just saw something where they're looking for assistance for him to get some hyperbaric oxygen therapy.
Okay.
To help with his recovery from the stroke. He used to work with myself and Tony dealing with her for many years in New York.
Yeah.
He lived in Long Island, and then because he initially was married to one of the Ingrams, the niece.
Yeah.
Oh, Ingrams.
Yeah, Ricky Ingram. I think the other nephew named Gervan Leon. I don't know if you know Gervan.
Yeah, man, Gervan Leong. Me and Gervan do a permacal together, man. Gervan Leong, yes, yes, yes.
Right. Well, Gervan's older sister, Sharon, was Richie Sample's wife.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yes, yes.
Yeah. I think they have a couple of children together. They're divorced eventually. But he remarried and moved to Tampa. Down, I think that's where Mikey Buckner is as well, in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they had an aneurysm, brain aneurysm, and has since suffered a stroke most recently. So he's on the road to recovery.
Okay, that is this upon your thing come across, your phone flash across.
Yeah, it does come across just now from an ex-virgin who used to be at Pembroke. Is a doing part man we call Gaio. I don't know if Odette will recognize his name. Gaio. His name is Frederick McCullough.
Yeah.
That's familiar.
Yeah.
Frederick was at Pembroke. He went after 9th grade. He came to Excelsior and we graduated together. So yeah, Gaia just share that, you know. So,
yeah, no, I'm glad you put that out there, Andre. When this God people hear it and them can reach out to Gaia and to a Richard Sample family, because a well-known Pembroke stalwart that another way, as they say. So
yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share it on my page on Facebook so people can
I understand. Yeah.
see my page and because I want our brother them that.
Yeah.
Original.
That's quite by accident if I woke up about your podcast. I was following Patosi family. I think I started last year. And then the other day I was looking through it and I see something about a podcast with
Pembroke memories, yeah.
Yeah. And I listened to the first one and said, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. No. I'm
on the Facebook page.
I appreciate the support of it. Trust me, I appreciate the support and the feedback. And I'm glad you find the time for come on. And even though you say not much to say, we're there talk for over 90 minutes, you know. So no worry, it's not to say. Long time we're there talk and it come like a 2 minutes to there talk. But before we go, Odette, is there any closing remark where you want to say before we yeah, go ahead.
My time in Paraguay, for most part was very beautiful. Even though my mother was so strict, it was still community camaraderie. That was in the community. It was good. You had your neighbors. They say you have your neighbors growing. It was good. They looked out for you. So I always felt safe. And I would not change that memory or that place of living for. I met some nice people during my journey in Pembroke, and I still keep in touch with some of them. And it was a beautiful memory.
Yeah, I wouldn't change mine for nothing at all, Odette. So I understand how you feel. And Andre, any closing remark? And thank you again for come share that memory with me, Odette. Go ahead.
It's a pleasure, Lance. And I'd like to just piggyback on what Odette was saying, because Pembroke is about community. And even though I didn't communicate with Odette or sisters, I knew who they were because I heard the name in my cousin's household and being up that side of Pembroke. And but her story and about how her parents treated raising them was the same thing that's true for many of us, because my parents was like that as well. And so whether we knew each other or not, the fact that we're from the community, we're going to have mutual friends that
that's true.
So now here it is, we have been talking now, rapping for almost 2 hours, and we feel like it's my sister from long time. You know what I mean? It's just an easy flow. And if we can do anything to revive any of that type of camaraderie and community within Pembroke, and perhaps motivate people to take action and bring up more civic pride, that is this effort to be well worth it. So I have to just like I'm a big up Raleigh, Lance, I have to big up yourself and Phil, because this podcast is a major boon in that step, that journey to revive Permaculture. I think this getting people to hear the thoughts of so many of us who, maybe they knew some of us, they don't know some of us, but the stories are all familiar to us, right? So you're doing a young man's job, man. And listen, selfishly, sometimes I wish I feel we have to do some more work project where I feel. Nobody feel no way to feel. I mean, I just love, right? I enjoy being able to sit in.
Fulfill, yeah.
Fulfill. And then maybe one time the three we can even
Yeah, man,
be right
definitely,
on it
Andre.
as well.
Sure, we can wrap it up one time with some people. Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, Andre. I'm going to hear this, man. I'm going to hear this. So, anyway, Andre, Taylor Danville,
Brent.
and Odette, Scott, a Calbeck Avenue neighbor. Me used to live at 66, she live at 50, she said. Right in front of Covey Avenue. I remember the household, they're very good. So no worry. Just like Andre said, we know each other. Although sometimes we just know each other good enough from back then. But everybody knows somebody when know somebody.
You know the face. You pass and know the face, but you don't know the...
Exactly. But so yeah. So this has been a pleasure. And in the words of the legendary Bobby Fire, and Odette not gonna know this, I'm going to leave it with away. I'm going to leave the podcast away, Andre, the conversation. On the ball, Permacal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to Permacal Memories podcast. And remember to give us all the support you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. A special thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, I would not be able to do what I love doing every week, having memorable conversation about Permacal. Thanks.